Hey guys, Techmentary with the video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing an iPhone 11 product red from eBay that we recently bought to show you guys an updated video of these unboxing of iPhones that you can get cheap at discounted price from eBay like we have done for Amazon as well. And we're going to be doing one today for iPhone 11 for the first time in 2021, so you guys can see what kind of condition iPhone you can get for really cheap discounted price. And if you guys are looking for discounted cheap iPhones, make sure you guys check out the link in the description section. Later on in the video, we're going to show you guys some tips on whenever you're buying off eBay, how to avoid ever getting scammed and how to look for good listing and which listing you should be looking for and how to determine if it's a good deal or not as well, and much more we're going to cover. And before we go ahead and get started, if you guys are new to our channel, we do a lot of tech news, reviews, and giveaways, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. So as you can see here, it came in this brown box in a USPS first class package. So this took about 4 days to arrive in the mail after you order. Every order on eBay, if you guys haven't bought, comes with a tracking number, especially if you're buying iPhone, so you know where you can track it and all of that good stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and start this unboxing video and also share you guys some details about the price, the seller, and how you can get this listing. So here, as you can see, we're just gonna go ahead and try to see if we can unbox it from the bottom here. So this seller, as you can see, it's called Sims Lifecycle Services, what the name of this eBay seller was. So that's the first thing. I'm not sure exactly if that's their username on eBay, but that's the seller. So on eBay, it's a third party. So anyone can sell on it. And that's where you go ahead and determine, how to go about buying from a seller. And we're going to explain to you guys what kind of sellers you guys should be buying for, which ones to avoid a little bit later in the video. As you can see here, taking it out, all the packages. So you got some stuff here. You can put that aside. And then in the box, as you can see here, this is the phone, and then we got something here, so it looks like the charger, and then nothing else. We're gonna go put the box aside so we can actually take a look at the phone itself. So you can see here, it just has a cautious sign, and the first thing we notice is charger cable. So as you can see here, we have the charger here and then a block. So the one thing to note here, as you can see here, this charger is not original. It looks like it's an OEM branded one, so it's not original. I think on the iPhone 11 you can get the 18 watt one to use. So of course they didn't give us original chargers, but that's fine. We'll put that aside and then take a look at the actual phone here. So looks like we got more bubble wrap here that we're going to take apart and take a look at this phone here. So we'll get the phone out. So we'll take a closer look at the actual phone here in a second and take a more in-depth look of it. So to show you guys this listing here, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up here. So this phone, as you can see here, currently this person is out of stock. We bought it at $379.98 plus free shipping, so I didn't have to pay for shipping. So that's how this one, as you can see, it's an iPhone 11 product red. It is an AT&T phone, and it's going to work on AT&T and a subcarrier. It's not unlocked. So if you guys don't know what that means, especially is make sure you guys check out the link where we explain that. But basically, when a phone is specific to a carrier and it's not unlocked, it will only work on that carrier and its subcarrier. So those are things to watch out for. And as you can see, we bought it around June 4th, but by the time we're making this video, it's a little bit later by the time we publish it for you guys and stuff. But as you can see, that's the listing we bought it from. And that's why when you guys check out the link in the description section, what you want to do is actually go ahead and browse around on it, because this exact listing, we can't post it because of course it's sold out. And if we take a look at the phone, as you can see, this is the product red of the iPhone 11 here. This with the 2 dual camera. The back here, as you can see here, there's no cracks or anything, so that's a good indication. There's some marking from the actual bubble wrapper here. We probably need to wipe it down. And if we take a look at the condition of the phone. As you can see here, the sides here look pretty clean. Bottom here clean as well, and then this side as well looks pretty much clean. So overall clean here. And the front here, if we look there, we don't see any sort of scratches. If so, in this lighting we can't find it. Might be something not even possible to detect. But this is a used phone, and the thing about used phones is that eBay sellers that sell a lot of these phones will guarantee they're fully functional, and they do all the testing to make sure all the sensors, everything from battery, camera, Face ID, and all of that are working, and there's no issue with it. And as you can see here, right now the phone has been reset. It looks like it's been at the main screen. So we're going to go ahead and quickly set it up for you guys here so you guys can see the phone is legit, and a couple ways to also check if the phone is real or fake. So we're going to go ahead and put in the network name here for our demo Wi-Fi here. So let's see if it goes ahead and connects for us here. So a couple things while this is still getting set up is if you guys are buying phone on eBay or Amazon, same thing goes, is that the most important thing you want to check out is the seller that's selling it. You want to buy from a seller that has lots of rating. That's important. When you look at any seller on eBay, at the bottom of that listing or on the side of the listing, if you're on our website, we explain all of this in another video that we're going to be linking in the description section. So make sure you guys check that out. Is that you want to make sure the seller is a seller that's been around, that has a lot of feedback, has a lot of other listing. Don't buy from a seller that has a couple of maybe feedback, rating, and they're only selling one thing and it looks too good to be true. That's probably one of the biggest advice we can give you when it comes to online shopping, especially on sites like eBay and Amazon, because they are third-party sellers that sell on these platforms. Of course, the next thing we want to mention, especially is if you're shopping around, is make sure on the listing, especially on eBay, is that they have a return policy. And most sellers that sell a lot of phones and such will have at least a 30-day return policy. What that means is if I don't like the phone, or if there's any issues with the phone, you can simply return it and get your money back, and all good and everything. So that's important to do. And then the next thing, of course, you want to make sure is you look for your carrier compatibility. It's important to do that because if you have a specific carrier, for example, if I had T-Mobile and I bought this phone, which is for AT&T, I won't be able to use it because it's locked to AT&T unless the phone is unlocked. What unlocked phone means is that carrier unlock specifically is meant you can use it on pretty much most GSM carriers and international. So if you're taking it for outside of the country or if you're traveling a lot, we highly recommend getting an unlocked phone. Unlocked phone generally costs slightly more than a locked phone is because of that feature where you can switch between carriers and you can go from one carrier to another and be able to take it out of the country as well. And other thing to note is whenever you're looking at an eBay listing, simply make sure that the seller states the condition well, and also you read what's going to be included. Make sure the phone is fully functional. There's going to be phones, especially the newer phones that are with Face ID, is that if they replace the screen, most likely Face ID will not work, and you'll see they're generally cheaper listing price. So if you don't mind having Face ID and you want to get something cheaper, those are probably the options you can take a look at. So once you get a phone from eBay, like the one as you can see here, externally the phone looks pretty clean for a used phone, and this is impressive because we're happy with the overall condition of this phone. And the one thing we usually say after that is because you have 30 days and such, you want to make sure once you get it right away, start testing everything yourself. Even if the seller mentioned it's fully functional, most of the time there's no issues. But if you find the issue, you can report it and work with the seller and go ahead. If you don't like it, of course, return it. Things to check for, which we made another video for you guys, especially buying pre-owned device, even if it's locally, online, wherever you buy it from, is you want to go through, start checking everything from buttons, like make sure volume up and down work, your silent button works, your side button works, the screen is working, so there's no dead pixel anywhere, things like that. You want to also check out the camera, right? You want to make sure the back camera is working. Similarly with the front camera, make sure the cameras are working. You want to make sure calling is working fine, texting. You also want to go ahead and put a SIM card in. So on the iPhone 11 here, you can put a SIM card in here. They didn't give us the SIM ejector tool, but you can simply use a paper clip or an old earring or any sort of pin that can simply fit that little hole. Push it in there, it'll pop out the SIM card in. You put your SIM card in and you're on your way and good to go. Other things to check for are like GPS sensors, where if you use the map app, you can do that. You can check that out if you want to make sure the GPS is working fine, the actual sensor in there. Also other things to check out for like voice memo to make sure the microphones are working. All of this we covered in another video in depth about the things that you need to check, especially when you're buying a used phone. And the other main important thing that you cannot miss, and you'll see a lot of eBay listing for really cheap where they say it's iCloud or activation lock. iCloud activation lock is phones that you want to avoid. That means someone is signed into that account and you'll need their email and password to be able to actually use the phone. So don't ever buy a phone like that because you're going to run into issues like that. The next thing we're going to check on a phone is simply the battery health. So as you can see, this is a used phone, so keep in mind, bear that in mind, that it's not going to be 100%. It might if you get lucky, but it looks like this one we're lucky and it is at 100% because overall, although it's a used phone, the person probably used it, didn't use it for much, and that's why we see this phone is really clean in that sense. You know, the battery is 100%, which we don't really see, especially with used phones. Most of the time, if it's over 80%, you're good. Apple generally recommends if your phone is under 80 to change out the battery. Even under 80 doesn't really matter. When you get into the 60s or anything lower, that's probably when you want to change out the battery. So as you can see, battery health all looks great and it's good to go as well. So there you guys have it for a review of iPhone 11 unboxing from eBay for cheap. So this was around $380 in free shipping as well, and this phone normally goes for $599 if you're buying it new. So you know, you're saving some money. And even if you're not looking specific for iPhone 11 or other phones, we did similar videos. You guys want to go ahead and check it out in our channel here, and we're going to be doing a lot more. So if you guys aren't following or aren't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we have a whole bunch of coming up with the iPhone 12 lineup that we're going to buy from eBay. We're going to buy other stuff as well, like some Android phones, some of the newer Android phones, Samsung phones as well, and a lot more. If you guys have special requests, leave a comment in the comment section. Also, if you guys have any questions about buying eBay and how to make sure that you don't get scammed, we have a lot of resources on our channel specifically to show you guys how to do this and much more. So like I said, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.